So you're a coach, you've got your coaching certification, or maybe you're exploring what it would be like to be a professional coach, and you have questions about what the heck, how am I going to run a business? Do I have to come up with a business name? Do I have to start an LLC or a corporation? So I've got some great news for you. That was me 10 years ago when I got my coaching certification, and the idea of running a business all by myself was, yeah, okay, exciting. I like the entrepreneurship thing a little bit, but totally daunting and scary as hell because I didn't want to invest in a website. I didn't know anything about bookkeeping or back office systems. And I looked at the different franchise options, and I didn't want anybody telling me what I could or couldn't do with my clientele. I wanted to, like you, I wanted to be able to do the right thing for my client, for each client individually. So you want to coach, you don't want to have to sell yourself too hard. You don't want to have to figure out all the bookkeeping mess, how to build a website, how to post all the time on social media. It's very stressful. So I invite you to consider what it would be like to work within the Envision Success Inc. brand, where you're an Envision Success Inc. coach. You get branded business cards, you get a whole package of stuff with folders, branded pens, all kinds of stuff that you can use with clients. And yes, I'm not gonna lie to you, you're still gonna have to promote yourself some, but you don't have to have all that other stuff figured out. We've already got the supportive structure for you. The website, you get a profile on the website. We're gonna do some of the promotion for you, maybe a press release, and you get to coach. You get to spend more time with your clients doing what you love and helping them achieve their goals, and less time figuring out how to run a business. So what does that look like? Well, for each coach, we would have a different conversation. And yes, it would be talking to me about what your package would look like. So the coaches that we have on the team right now have a combination of a flat fee monthly to cover administrative costs, some of that marketing stuff, and a percentage of revenue. So when you're brand new, you don't want a huge flat fee. Well, you never want that. It won't be huge, I promise. You don't really want a bigger flat fee and a smaller percentage of revenue because you're still trying to build your clientele. But when you're an experienced coach who's making six figures, you don't want to pay a giant portion of your percentage of revenue. You want to pay a bigger flat fee and a lower percentage. So it's going to be win-win. If it's not win-win, then we don't need to have the conversation. If this doesn't sound amazing to you, then no worries. But if this sounds good, and let me tell you, I would have jumped at this chance when I was starting out. If I could have found a company where I could run my coaching practice independently without having to follow a bunch of rules, but have all the support of that business infrastructure figured out, the brand name already figured out, and I had all the worksheets that we have to offer now. So all the things that I've figured out that work really well with clients, like client contracts, coaching agreements, coaching plans, tons of worksheets on overcoming fear, making more money in business. And I talk to each of my coaches roughly monthly, depending on the coach, either via Skype or phone call, or if you happen to be in the same place I am, maybe in person, we'll have coffee. And then you get your questions answered. And I would have loved to have that opportunity 10 years ago when I started the business, but I got some road rash and I figured it out, and I've put some things together. And about 3 years ago, I had my first coach join the team, and it's been amazing. So now we're growing worldwide, and we are building a community of coaches and people who want to change their life. They want to change the way they think, they want to change the way they work, and they want to change the way they live. So we're looking for all different kinds of coaches. So you could be a life coach, business coach, executive coach, wellness coach, or any variation of all of those. I would ask that you have at least some professional coaching education, or you're going to get it before you seriously consider joining the team. But otherwise, let's talk soon.